Welcome back to our YouTube channel GossipWire. What you're about to hear isn't just drama, it's a complete unraveling of a reality TV empire. Was Rasheeda acting all these years? Did Kirk frost fake loyalty for brand deals? And Karlie Redd, was she exposing the truth or just playing puppet for someone bigger? This isn't your average tea, this is reality warfare. If you think you've seen it all, think again. The real explosion starts now. Live side-eye, and it wasn't your regular side-eye, then go away. What's going on, everyone? Moment? No. After Karlie Redd dropped a surprise that stunned everyone, wigs were tattered, sister went full combat fatality on him, jaws sagging and crooked. Furthermore, when Karlie Redd makes an appearance with receipts, someone's connection, reputation, or reality TV deal is on the edge of a slow and untidy end. Here's the real tea, though. Why did Rasheeda snap at Kirk as if he had just admitted to rob her mother's store? What happened in front of rolling cameras and surprised co-stars? What exactly did Karlie say that sparked Rasheeda's outrage? Also, why is this indeed the beginning of Rasheeda and Kirk's demise? Is this a love child in disguise? A security camera captures a betrayal, or possibly an unexpected cooperation with Karlie Kirk. Well, today is about more than simply tea. We're submerged in it. This controversy is about to flare up subscription feed from hell. So grab some popcorn, hide your partner, and buckle up. Baby, take a seat, hold on to your pearls, and postpone your plans for tonight because ATL just provided us another hip-hop and love moment that made the streets quiver. No, this isn't your standard reality TV drama. This offered live raw and was hotter than Karlie Redd's most recent Botox treatment, resulting in a full-fledged combat zone. Let's travel back in time because before it had reached a boil, the tea kettle was saying, Rasheeda, this self-proclaimed boss girl is yours. And dedicated wife finally loses her high by going all out with Kirk Frost, her walking red flag of a marriage. But why did she disappear? What did this man who has been accused of cheating multiple times do? What happens on his birthday? What do parties do at this time? Imagine this. Then we attend a spectacular event in Atlanta hosted by a Fox costly brand that only celebrities with promo codes are interested in. Everyone seemed to be at peace. Before Karlie Redd arrives, cameras are rolling and wine glasses are clinking. Yes, miss. I received a receipt for every item. She's strutting as if she'd just finished filming a Hot Topic. She showed up ready to give, despite was not invited. And what she produced? Phew, not just receipts and not just drama. However, it was an emotional bomb. Blew up the entire room. Unapproved and authored. Karlie takes the mic and starts into a debate that quickly descends into a verbal assault. She begins, "There's something I've been holding back." The screaming Kirk seems to have recently encountered a ghost in Gucci. Then she drops the grenade. "Do you want to enjoy your quick Miami weekend with Rasheeda? Her baby is her what?" The room got frigid. Rasheeda's neck rotated like a robotic mannequin, as if his vocal cords were buffering. Kirk stammered. Karlie is on her feet, taking up the ruckus like she just delivered the Pettiness Bat Awards. This was not just drama, you see. Years of adultery, deception, and let's work it out in front of cameras, producers, and a stunned audience. Therapy sessions are being held live, and if you think that's the wildest part, oh no. We're just getting started. What's coming next will change everything you thought you knew about Kirk, Rasheeda, and Karlie. Stay right here, because the next twist, it's bigger than betrayal, it's legacy breaking. This was for a promotional shot, and nerves. Remember, Kirk's past is as murky as a palm tree in July. Do you remember Baby Cannon? Yes, his previous child Rasheeda, now married, tried to keep the family together while sobbing on couches. Or how about that Untamed pool party in season 6, where Kirk pretended to be amnesic and denied knowing the woman who videotaped him. However, it was a fresh exposure. Level. Karlie Redd had come for blood and infants. Tired of being treated like ATL has a filthy aunt, she claimed to have a hotel keycard with Kirk's name, as well as voicemails and images. Karlie waved the card, like it was a blasted prize, and the audience fell silent. She replied, "You left this at Thu." After checking in with a non-wifey girl, Rasheeda yelled, "We're not talking shade." We conversed, switched roles, lunged, and snapped like a security swarm. Have you ever seen someone move so swiftly that Rasheeda lunged across the room, yet the camera failed to record him? Kirk seemed to want to fit into his own beard. and she emanated an intensity that appeared to have been present for 10 seasons. Karlie Redd shouted, "I told y'all," while backing away with her wig nearly flying off. As the camera shook and glasses broke, and security claimed they were unprepared. "Huh, sweetie." 3 paws were seen struggling to restrain Rasheeda as she screamed. "Even after 10 years of safeguarding you, continue to shame me." Cold, not a single untruths was discovered. But wait, because this is where things get really insane. An anonymous crew member, Hook Contact Craft Services Jelly, maintains that the hole existed till it didn't. The situation was fabricated. You see, they thought Karlie was there to make trouble, but the producers were unaware she had the keycard. They were not aware that she had left those voicemails. Oh, and most certainly unaware that she was willing to risk being dragged live on television by an irate Rasheeda. And it gets worse, too. According to sources, Karlie did not receive the receipts through a direct message or a friend. She got them from another lady in her own right. Yes, precisely. It appears that Kirk's side A chick, whose identity has not yet been determined. However, a Tampa-based wannabe influencer is claimed to have mailed Karlie Send's direct messages along with all receipts. Why? Because she believed Kirk would leave Rasheeda when he didn't. She activated it, as if Siri had spotted an issue. Place an order by voice. Karlie received communications, confirmed the hotel stay, and obtained Kirk's whispered voice notes. "You know, I'm only with her for the brand." How obviously hypocritical, risky, and foolish. That is everything. Rasheeda built an empire with a man who stuck by her side through all of the scandals when no one else would be arrested. And it wasn't just any chick using a Snapchat filter. This time, a woman held that takes audacity to hand over the ammunition to Karlie Redd. Karlie had the audacity to make it public. The question today is whether Rasheeda's eruption was the final straw, or just another setback in her terrible marriage to Kirk Frost. We are just getting started, so, if you thought that was the end of it, brace yourself. In the video's next portion, the side girl appears on Instagram Live. The cast of ATL choose sides. Rasheeda makes a decision that even Mona Scott Young finds surprising. Furthermore, precisely, when Karlie Redd makes a revelation that not only stirs the Sosupan but also completely wrecks the kitchen. As if things couldn't get much messier, picture Karlie sitting gorgeously on Instagram Live, all decked out with her usual arrogant smirk that says, "I know anything that none of you do." Then the tea emerges. She makes a surprising discovery that causes all of the devotees of hip-hop and love to cardiovascular collapse. According to her documentation, Rasheeda was never completely innocent during the entire Kirk cheating scandal. Furthermore, Rasheeda apparently had her own entanglements, which Kirk was aware of. They devised a twisted scheme to continue making appearances for the cameras and generating _sales at the business. I am unable to so you were out here, macking Kirk the villain while working your own side hustles. Everyone is now saying, gazing sideways. Rasheeda and Twitter went bananas, you know. People began discovering old videos. Strange direct messages and questionable chronologies are attempting to be cobbled together. Karlie claims that the agreement was in place. Wait. So you're out here dressed up for ratings while our hearts are bleeding over the cabin baby scandal. Fans claimed Karlie did not stop there though. Oh no. She goes on to imply that Kirk and Rasheeda's marriage is more akin to a business agreement than a romantic romance. According to Sis, they are not even formally divorced. Even though the divorce was finalized years ago, they still act like they're part of the brand wing. While the paperwork was being filed, stamped, and deposited in the awful archives, this boss girl was strutting around like a dutiful wife. Accurate. That's a level of public relations expertise we weren't aware of. The final dagger then appears. Karlie discloses the identity of the Atlanta music magnate, Rasheeda, apparently hosted during one of Kirk's adultery scandals, and claimed that Karlie gave Rasheeda multiple hefty checks. She never credited Kirk. Now, what is scandalous? If that Karlie Redd played the victim on TV, accusing Rasheeda of financial and emotional infidelity. Rasheeda, of course, didn't like being according to insiders. Rasheeda is criticized, and when she reacts, it is not through Twitter. Rasheeda showed up at a shooting location with no glitz, sweats on her hair, and nodded back when security summoned her. Her hair was supposedly flipped. Karlie's wig allegedly ended up in a plant pot. The janitor surely found the 30-inch bundle. That didn't belong to anyone on payroll. However, I'm not saying that truly happened. As for Kirk, guess who decided to go live? In the midst of this turmoil, yes, Kirk Frost is striving to appear as nonchalant as ever while driving, bumping by 90 seconds and acting as like Koss, not been exposed for his role in a marriage and complicity in a 10-year drama production. Hold on, boy. If you don't log off, you won't log off. This is where the situation gets even more. Fans, bloggers, and even former producers who are no longer bound by an NDA begin to speak up, and in according to one whistleblower, who will go by the name Sabrina, the Rasheeda Kirk love narrative arc was painstakingly planned. Since the second season, Sabrina has claimed that's the drama involving baby mamas, frozen bank accounts, cosmetics, and breakups. There was a lot of the planned chaos was intended to protect their reputation while they made money from endorsements, clubs, performances, and merchandise sales. You already know the reality TV game is more false than Kirk's allegiance, so don't be surprised. However, to what extent? It's incredible that these two went so far to keep the ruse going. Staged SMS messages, fake bank statements, and even revealed direct chats and scandals. Rasheeda and Kirk collaborated to stir things up as the ratings plummeted. Really? What the heck is this Mona Scott magic? Moreover, the modification was not limited to the background. Our fictional source, Tabin, claims that Rasheeda blackmailed several female co-stars approached Kirk to intimately, although knowing they weren't genuinely together. So baby, all those crying confessionals and yelling battles. Shakespeare was present in Trap House. Don't assume Karlie only revealed this to gain influence. Until now, her teaser book is uncensored. She pledges to reveal additional details about Scrappy Kirk, Rasheeda Bambi, and the entire group. The worst thing is still to come. She has already scheduled a promotional chat with DJ Academics. And as you are well aware, the problem multiplies tenfold when academics are involved. Now is not the time to overlook the supporters. This is not the only thing they are seeing. They're taking sides. The battle lines are being sketched, and, as if she had personally lied to them, some of them are turning on Rasheeda. I cannot believe I defended her. One admirer commented, "It turns out that she has been a part of her own scam for all these years. Rasheeda was gaslighting us through the screen." "Girl, I want my tears back," remarked another commenter. And although the streets of Atlanta are teeming, Rasheeda previously proudly partnered with our increasingly fleeing. One internet admirer remarked that Rasheeda's famous press-on collaboration was discreetly withdrawn after the shop issued a mysterious statement that claimed, "We no longer can" with this influencer from stores. When even nail glue refuses to stick to you, you know something is wrong. The biggest twist is going to occur. Many insiders claim that hip the hop and love producers are in a frenzy. Look, if Karlie's allegations are true and Rasheeda Kirk's marriage, surprise, is a complete fabrication, the franchise's basic foundation is put into question. What else was phony? Like, was there anything else planted? Is Mama D truly Scrappy's mother? Or is that just another story point for Mona, conceived in a boardroom in New York as an infant? If financial information was faked problems or bogus narratives, the legal sharks are already flocking around kids and fictitious marriage contracts on television. Someone broke the law someplace. Furthermore, we aren't just addressing violations. If any of them claim these stages, think about reality, TV racketeering, contract manipulation, even possible tax evasion and malfunctions can result in losses for the organization. This is more than simply tea. After all, this is an espresso, a hint of scandal with a criminal undertone. Furthermore, Karlie is out here. Rasheeda's crew is reportedly rushing, smirking like the Grinch who stole her job. A crisis, a public relations firm has reportedly been hired. Kirk's Instagram account is no longer active, to avoid more legal complications. The producers of Love and Hip Hop are considering removing Rasheeda and Kirk from the following season. Karlie is over there negotiating podcast deals and making hints about voicemails, screenshots, and even court appearances and records that fully back her story. Oh, it's not done yet. And just as the dust was settling, another twist occurred. An anonymous source provided this information. Twitter account, claiming to be Rasheeda's former assistant. Rasheeda had been seeing an out-toed state partner. Kirk understands that he has his own Miami woman. They are not lovers, they're business partners. Following that, the internet entirely fails. We are thus not only seeing a conflict at this moment, sponsorships, cast members, and even the reality TV industry itself may be among the consequences of the potential downfall of this empire is a remnant of the real program. And you had better secure your seatbelts. For IFIF, you thought part 2 was insane. Just wait until we get to the next phase. This footage prompted a few authorities to act. Boycotts are organized by fans. Baby, love and hip-hop are like a house of cards. It's Messi's collapsing brick. Brick, are you ready? Come on. Additionally, at the precise instant, buckle up, sweetie. Guess who just slipped into the disaster zone? You thought the circus couldn't get any more wild. This is the Royal Highness of Trash herself, Mama D. Yes, she was supposedly observed, departing minutes later. Rasheeda and Kirk had a verbal WWE altercation in the same bar in Atlanta. Is this a coincidence? Is Mama D the undercover mastermind? What's causing all of this VH1-style conflict? However, an unnamed insider's drone film showed Kirk Frost storming out of Frost, while the bloggers were still gasping for air. Bistro was chatting to himself like a man who had just gotten his fill of reading. He slammed the door to his automobile. According to experts, the man was not just angry but also terrified. According to insiders, he immediately contacted his lawyer to see whether accidentally cheating once more constitutes a legal error. Your entire brand, sir, is built around Miss. Meanwhile, backstage at this, Karlie Redd reportedly wept tears. The matter was resolved, but not because she felt awful about spilling tea. No, she did not mean for Rasheeda to discover this. This is why sis was sobbing. What else were you planning to do, girl? Smoke indicators. Remember the covert surveillance footage from Frost Astro? That is where everything went radioactive. Okay, I released the section that somehow showed up in Doom. It shows Kirk and Karlie Redd in Atha private booth. Is extremely comfortable. We can be seen leaning in, giggling, and whispering in each other's ears as if they were recording comfortable. The betrayal edition of Love and Hip Hop returns for another season. Even worse. This meeting is reported to have occurred only a few evenings prior to the combat. Ender stage left. Jasmine Washington. As if that weren't bad enough, she was the first baby mom bombshell. She immediately posts a weird Instagram tale. I warned you that Kirk's days of exploiting covert links were far from ended. I can only pray for Rasheeda's eventual awakening. We were not prepared, ma'am. That statement became viral in 0 seconds, 2, 3 seconds. However, fans began comparing timelines and screenshots. Take notes immediately away. You'd think they worked for the FBI. And this is the acclaimed nuclear rumor has everyone in a tailspin. Karlie Redd wasn't simply affectionate towards Kirk. It was said that she was aiming for retribution. Yes, according to unnamed insiders. She was weary of being overlooked, of Rasheeda being regarded as the humorous relief of the love and hip-hop realm. I'm weary of her behaving above the drama. What did she do then? She allegedly used Wi-Fi to coordinate the incident was similar to that of a soap opera villain. We're discussing voice memos, properly written letters, and meeting in places where photographers she had previously been mistakenly put in case she needed receipts. Sis even donned a microphone for one of the dinners. Furthermore, let us not forget that she is the same woman who previously pretended to have an engagement ring in order to get camera time. Sunday's frosting on the cake was a total disaster. Reports indicate that producers are in disarray. The reunion, they're hurrying to re-edit the entire season to highlight this drama because, gosh, this is ratings gold. This is ratings gold. According to one source, even though the episode was always planned, there were more viral moments in this battle than in the prior 2 seasons are combined. The promotion will feature it, the Chili Open, and, most likely, the season 15 trailer. Priorities. I mean, Kirk Frost is said to be remaining quiet in the meantime. According to some, he is hiding in Miami. Others report he's crying into a vintage bubblegum. He's watching old Rasheeda music videos at his mother's house. Hoodie has yet to publish anything. Noah PPP takes notes. No, my PR statement is something I am working on. Nothing. Never let a clown ruin your crown. Rasheeda wrote as the caption for she tweeted a boomerang photo of herself looking glamorous, subtle, and iconic. Yes, absolutely not. Queen. Leave him already. Fans immediately poured in comments such, sis, drop the boutique. Let the man go. Let go and get up. Let's take a moment to talk about fandom because a few of you were burning. There was a fire. If Rasheeda remains with Kirk, after this, we need a national. Another person commented, at this point, Karlie deserves her own true crime. Due to lips, lies, and lace, there was a delay. It appears that the internet formed a virtual prayer circle with affronts, tweets, TikToks, and memes. How much more is one lady capable of taking? But wait, you thought we were done. Plot twist, there are currently whispers that officials from Love and Hip-Hop are considering making this their own. Think Scandal, but with more wigs. And fewer ethics. Tentative title, The Frost Files. Our limited series that Karlie Redd has reportedly been approached to portray herself. And let's just say that she is interested. Not to mention Spice, Bambi, and Sierra, who all supposedly unfollowed Karlie Redd on Instagram quietly but audibly. We avoid endorsing snakes. Within hours, followers were aware of it and quickly created a detailed conspiracy, a map showing who is on either side. Young Jock even added, chuckling on his radio show, "Dude, I'm not going to touch that crap with a 10-foot mic," but let's just say that Atlanta is always on the move. Essentially demonstrates that he is aware of something but is too intelligent to be drawn into the chaotic group discussion with possible legal ramifications. Do not worry, the internet responded to the assumption that Kirk could attempt to press charges for defamation of character by saying, "Sir, you already defamated yourself with a 10 years of idiocy. Take a seat." As if that weren't enough. There are rumors Karlie is also contemplating a lawsuit against a specific gossip columnist who edited the video to portray her as guilty. AM. This is analogous to suing a mirror for revealing your reflection. The question now is what happens next. Will Kirk fall to the ground? Will Rasheeda finally grasp her sparkling crown and go for good? Will Karlie Redd host a podcast in which she interviews all of the men? Will the studio release a song named Caught Up Again? Who knows, but this story has already overshadowed everything else she's been involved with in the last 10 years. This is a Category 5 reality. It's not only a love triangle. Hurricane, we're just interested in Thessalmotion walkouts, memes, and tea. After all, infidelity scandals are old news. It's historic when a restaurant is publicly micked by Bravo producers, with evil intent and editing tools. Bravo sis, for flipping a dinner. If Karlie Redd had been playing for D-chess the entire time, she could have created a devastating dynasty. So, the wigs are tight, the lipstick is lined, and the streets are watching with ferocity. One thing is clear, this situation is falling apart, faster than Kirk's loyalty. Let me know when you're ready for the call to action segment. This isn't the end of it. Dear. After all this drama, secrets and shadow, I'll bring the flames to that ending as well. The fundamental question is whether Rasheeda had a valid basis for lashing out at Kirk. Is this just another example of the cycle of lies and low blows in hip-hop and love? Was Karlie truly Redd? Was this just another example of Karlie pursuing fluences, or was she attempting assist by releasing the bombshell truth? To be completely honest, did Kirk frost? What can we learn from this? Would he catching up with a new Instagram business partner in similar get your jammies on somebody's phone screen next season? And the internet is already separated, one side yelling, Team Rasheeda, shut it down. As for the Tyburned, but the others, reply, no, she knew who she married, now it's your turn. Now, sister. Turn to offer their voice. Send in your hot takes. The comments, are you surprised, amused, or disgusted? Please do not use the like button. If you enjoy raucous, celebrity drama, strike to make sure you don't miss. Anothor subscribe. Stunning unveil and activation. Those alerts are triggered because in this world of shade and controversy, we never know who will be revealed next. Stay tuned, remain curious. And as always, keep the tea hot. So now the question is, was Karlie a villain or a truth teller? Did Rasheeda deserve better, or was she playing the game too? Drop your hottest take in the comments. And if you're living for this level of drama, make sure you like, subscribe, and smash that bell, because the next bombshell might just blow up your entire timeline.